Hey friends, welcome in. Welcome in. I am so happy to see you here today. If you are joining me and you're new to our platform, you're new to our community, let me know in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Well, I get all the settings set up here, making sure we are good to go. I want to know where are you guys at? What's going on in your life? What's going on in your life? Before I do um, my initial introduction. All right. Good, 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 good. Houston, hi. I'll be in Houston actually this Saturday. Um, I'll be in Houston actually. Let's see. Facebook Live isn't working, so sorry guys if you intended to watch on Facebook. It says it's not working, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna keep moving. Gatlinburg, Maryland. Oh, like I was saying, I'll be in Houston this Saturday, May 17th. Our Notary Training Hub, part of our hub is, we've got the different connectors in our hub, which is training courses, and then we've got a community a mentorship community. And so we've got about 14 states where we mentor in. And this Saturday, I am headed to Houston to assist our chapter leaders down there. I'm not the leader there. However, I will be there assisting you in your business. So you still have time to join our community and um, join that session. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for sharing. Welcome to Grit to Growth YouTube channel, where we turn hustle into results and keep it real about building your notary business the smart way. If you're just getting started as a mobile notary and feeling overwhelmed by all the gear people say you have to buy, just breathe. You do not need to spend thousands of dollars to look professional and handle business, especially in the beginning, okay? Eventually, you will want to upgrade some things, but in the beginning, we need to stay on budget. We got to get income, all right? But you do need things to get started, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Today, I'm walking you through exactly how I built my mobile notary kit for under $500. And so, yes, like I said, less than $500. And it wasn't just some, janky setup either. It was clean, reliable, and it got me paid. Still does. Some of the things I brought when I first started for on my budget are still useful and used to this day. So whether you're just catching the live or catching the replay, I want you to drop a "Hey Amber" in the chat or comments and tell me where you're tuning in from. You guys know I love connecting with y'all. And of course, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss the real deal tips that keep your business growing without draining your bank account. All right, so let's see. Where are we coming from? Hey, Amber, Charlotte, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let me just remove that one. Sorry, guys. Facebook is giving me trouble today. So sorry guys, no Facebook live today. Hi, Sonia from South Carolina. Umi, yes, absolutely. Hey, Harvita or Harvetta, North Carolina, Georgia, Maryland. Oh, yes, I love this. Arizona, Houston. Hey, wonderful Teddy, coming in from Houston. Awesome. San Marcos, Martha. Hi, Martha. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you, Martha, for being here. Hopefully, you may be interested in joining us in our chapter meeting this Saturday. That would be wonderful. All right, so let me know in the chat, have you started building your notary kit yet, or are you starting from scratch? I want you to drop a little briefcase emoji if you're in setup mode right now. If you're in the replay, you're like a replay person, you didn't catch the live, I want you to just leave a comment and tell me what your current budget is so far. And then I can maybe tailor some future videos for you if you're catching the replay. But let me know, drop an emoji in the chat, a little briefcase emoji, and tell me, are you in setup mode right now? Setup mode, starting from scratch, setup mode. Okay, Chicago, hey, Daily Rants with Donna. I love that name. Let's see. Okay, starting from scratch. Great. So this is going to bring some value, maybe some clarity for you as well. I just get a kick out of, when I can provide help, someone to get to their next level and whatever it is they're trying to do in their business. Because we all need a helping hand. We all need someone to help. I don't care what anyone says. You don't make it to where you're making it without help, a coach, mentorship, a friend, someone to tell you the ins and outs. If they tell you they did it all by themselves alone forever, they're totally, totally lying to you. Okay. And so, yes, already commissioned with EIN, Nita. Thank you for sharing. We'll be doing another training session later on some of the structural things for your business. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I think you guys are definitely here and engaged with me. I see you guys playing with me, right? Just received your stamp, Martha. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Viviana. All right, so let's go ahead and get busy here. Building your mobile notary business on a budget. Okay, starting a mobile notary business doesn't require a huge investment. With smart shopping and the right priorities, you can build a complete professional kit for under $500. And once we end this session, of course, I'm going to share with you tips on how to get these things on a budget. But then I'm going to take you directly to my page so you can actually see some of these items, because even though I may describe them, it still might not click in your head. What is that? What does it look like? What is it used for? So we're going to go through all of that today. All right, so essential equipment that you're going to need: printer and scanner. So this is only if you are planning to be a signing agent. If you are part of my group, my people that are against loan signings, and like, I don't even want to touch that yet, this isn't for you, and your budget can go even lower. All right, this is only if you plan on doing loan signings. All right, so Brother Laser Printer. This is a commercial, very professional printer that's going to last you for years. Okay, so the trick to finding one in your 500 budget as a beginner is you're going to find a gently used dual tray model for $150 or less on marketplace sites. My favorite marketplace sites are Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and Deals. I forgot, it's Deals something. And then you can also look in your neighborhood apps. Okay, so why will you find these here? Because there are businesses that are, again, still transitioning from the full in-office structure to work from home. So they're getting rid of some of their office supplies. Some people just don't need their things. Some people in the economy need their money, so they want to sell some of their office supplies because they find that they don't need it. Maybe it was too commercial for them. Maybe they didn't need to dual tray, or whatever the reason is. People are selling their printers. I'm just going to tell you that. And you can find them for $150 or cheaper on all of these places. It may take you some time. You may have to travel 2 cities over to get it. It might not be, within your 5, mile radius of your home. You might have to travel 30 minutes or 40. I traveled an hour in the beginning to get mine, and it was actually brand new, but he needed to get rid of it, so I got it at half the cost. So I traveled to go get that printer. Okay, so the dual trays, they let you switch between letter and legal paper seamlessly. That is one of the reasons why you'll hear signing agents say that they prefer dual tray, because it saves you time. It saves you time. You don't have to get the app where you separate the pages and you change the paper out and you change the tray out. But you can totally do it with a one tray printer. I'm not saying that. Dual tray just saves you a lot of time. Also, it looks a lot better on your resume when you are filling out those signing service applications and getting on their signing service boards. When they ask you to list your supplies, you can say with confidence, I've got a dual tray laser printer, and they really like that. That's one of the things they go check when they look and see who they want to contract with as a signing agent for their company. So the dual tray is important, not required. If you want to start with a single tray, you definitely can. Just know it's going to be a little bit more time consuming. You're going to have to learn how to separate the pages. Okay. Laser printing offers crisp, professional documents every time. It is also the requirement by title companies and lenders. They prefer and want you to use a laser printer, not an inkjet printer. for many, many reasons. All right. The ink can splatter, it gets scrubby, it fades away at certain times. All right. So it's even in your instructions, guys, when you start doing these loan signings, they'll say, you know, you need to have a laser printer. And so that is the reason behind that. So you'll want to find one for under 150 bucks. Maybe you even have a family member that has one. Maybe y'all can just both use it if you want to save in your budget. But it's definitely doable. I'm not the only person that has done this. Many other people do this. So I don't want you to think that I was a one-time wonder with finding a laser printer. Many other notaries have been successful finding a budget printer. All right. Now let's talk about the portable scanner. This is also important for signing agents. When you go on a loan signing appointment, title lender want to know if the package was done correctly, and it's a backup just in case the documents get lost in the mail, UPS, FedEx loses it or whatever. Okay. They need to know, was it done correctly, so they can begin funding and expect the documents. So they'll usually ask you to do scan backs, and scan backs is just when they scan it back, you know, right away, right after the appointment or right after your day is ended. Okay. They usually have a cutoff time that says you need to scan back documents by 4 p.m. Before the last FedEx drop or pickup time. Okay. It will be in your instructions. Someone mentioned other printer brands. HP is definitely a very comparable printer. Whatever you can find that's laser, preferably dual tray, you're golden. Okay. You're golden. It can be HP, it can be Brother. I'm just placing Brother here because it is what I've used. However, I know many notaries that use HP and do just fine. Okay. But the point is, we're trying to help you stay on budget. So you may be searching, and you might want to search for Brother or HP in your search on Facebook Marketplace. Back to the scanner. So you can find so you guys know how usually when you get a model of a printer or a model of anything, they've got the low version, the low budget version, the middle version, and the high end version. So just like the Brother printer there. So on this Epson scanner, the ES50 is the lower version, meaning it's going to, you can put at least less amount of paper in there to scan at a time than the mid version or the high version, but still very, very useful. And you can scan your documents back within minutes using the lower version. And I found these on marketplaces for around $75, regular $200 to $300. Okay. And then Brother printer, by the way, regular is going to be $300, $400, even maybe $500. So you're saving quite a bit by doing gently used there. You'll want a portable scanner that's lightweight, USB powered if you can. And again, it's perfect for scan back, small enough to fit in your notary bag for on-site work. And so we'll get to the notary bag in just a second. Hello, Notary World. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. HP laser. Yes, we just mentioned that. Cassia, I'll check on that in just a little bit. You might want to send an email again. I get so many. Maybe yours is one of the ones that got buried. So please send that again. All right. On to mobile apps. Mobile apps, your digital assistant. All right. So you're going to want scanning apps just in case, as a backup, just in case your scanner is not working properly. Maybe you forgot the cord. Maybe it's not connecting to your laptop. For whatever reason, you need to have a backup way to scan documents in. All right. So there are apps, or your phone sometimes already has this app on there, but you want to make sure you know how to use it and use the function. All right. So there's Cam Scanner, there's Adobe Scan. I know Samsung phones already have a scanner function on it, and I know iPhones already have a scanning function on it. All right. But you do need to make sure scans are clear, and you need to make sure you're not sending title 20 different files. Okay, because some of them will say you can only, scan 5 pages at a time and you got to get a new file. They don't like that. That's the purpose of getting a scanner, because they don't want to get 7 different attachments in an email for one loan package. Okay, so be wary and be mindful of that. I should say, not weary, but mindful of that. So scanning apps as a backup. All right, then you're going to want to have business management. All of this has a lot to do with your mobile notary business. All right, you know, there's actual tangible items, but then there's the things in the back end that keep your mobile notary business running smoothly. And yes, we're talking about organizational things. So business management, you can choose between something like Notary Gadgets or Notary Assist. Will run you from $11 to $12 a month. Both have a free trial where you can do up to, I think, 30, maybe 50 signings before they even charge you, to give you an idea of how much you need them. All right. Most people who are so hesitant to try, and then when they finally try, they're like, why was I not using this before? It keeps you totally organized. It totally keeps you up to date on the mileage that you can charge. You know, when it's time for taxes, it gives you reports at the end of the month. It gives you reports at the end of the year, tax reports, expense reports, sends out invoices, reminds the people who are supposed to pay you that they need to pay you. All right. So things like that are very essential in your business. Both of them very great. I've used both of them. Couldn't live without it, honestly. Couldn't live without it. Okay. So now let's go to cloud storage. You want to adopt cloud storage. Okay. Google Drive or Dropbox, free storage for documented access anywhere. Okay. There are so many various reasons why you'll want a specific cloud storage just for your mobile notary business. All right. To hold documents from when you scan, any information about your client, any information about the appointment, any information about your business when they ask for certain credentials. You're just going to have some good cloud storage where you can keep pertinent items that you're going to need. All right, I'm going to move this up here because I can't see the bottom here. All right, so the next one is mileage tracking. Mileage tracking. Mile IQ tracks business drives for accurate tax deductions. You guys might not know, but I'm telling you, it's very serious and it can save you so much money if you're calculating your mileage. All right, please, please, please calculate your mileage so that you can have that deduction when it's time for taxes. All right, we're small business owners. We're getting our businesses off the ground. We need a cut. We need help everywhere we can get. All right, I'm not trying to pay a whole bunch of money to the IRS if I don't have to. So yes, you need to find something to track your mileage and keep it organized so that when it's time for taxes, it's already there for you. You don't have to go through and do all of that. Now, the good thing about Notary Gadget and Notary Assist, it will tell you when you put your appointment in. All right, today's appointment, Amber, starts at 12. From your home address to appointment number 1, if you put the address in, it'll tell you how many miles that is there, how many miles that is back, and it'll calculate it for you. Okay, it'll calculate it for you. Now, alternatives to Mile IQ, I believe. What is it called? I can't even think off of the top of my head at this point. I'll have to think about it. QuickBooks, there it is. QuickBooks has a function that does this as well. All right, but just know that you need it. You need it. You need it. You need it. Notary Gadget provides this as well. Absolutely. Notary Gadget, Notary Assist. Organization tools, the backbone of efficiency. All right, so this is where we come into more of the things you can get from like Amazon that you're going to need to have in your notary bag during your mobile appointments. So first we've got a storage clipboard, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So basically, it's a little upgrade from a regular clipboard. It opens up to where you can put paper inside, pen inside, maybe your credential, maybe some business cards, and you open it up whenever you need it, but it's also a hard service if you need to give it to someone to sign a document. Okay, those run about $10. Next, you're going to want some good pens. I just put this one here as a reference, but you can literally use any type of pen that is smooth, that is good, and that is your favorite. But also, no, people steal pens all the time, so don't get too attached to your pens. All right. If you're a signing agent, you're going to want to stock up on blue pens. If you're not doing signing agent work, then you can do black or blue. All right. And a good 12 pack should run you about $10. Sticky notes. All right. This is good for not only signing agents, but just if you're a mobile notary, especially when you're going to certain appointments, you want to highlight where your clients either need to initial or sign or date. All right. Mostly used for signing agents, but it can be used for any general notary appointments as well. All right. So those run you maybe 125 if you go to Dollar Tree or the dollar store. They have those at the dollar store. 125, not dollars, not the 99-cent store anymore. It's the 125 store. Business cards, you're going to need those for on the go networking. Business cards, you can get those from Vistaprint. You can get those from Canva. You can create it in Canva and download the image and send it to Staples or FedEx to print. There's so many options. Just get business cards. Start with a set of 100 because you're mobile. You're going to be out there in the field. Let me tell you a strategy really quick. I know this is off the topic. If you are going out on a mobile appointment and you pass by 3 other title companies or you pass by 3 other businesses, you need to have your marketing materials with you to go market if you have at least an hour and a half in between your appointment. In my opinion, that's opportunity to market. I'm not letting those miles that I drove over there be wasted. I am going to market at least to one place on my way or after or in between appointments. So business cards, whatever marketing material you need, you should have it. Okay. Business cards, 100 of them, that's like $15 to $17. All right. That's doable. That first 100 cards can get you a long way, take you a long way. All right, we've got whiteboard and marker. And I'm not talking about like having a big whiteboard. I'm talking about one of the smaller whiteboards. And so what this is good for is if you go on multiple signings, you're new, you'll find that many people forget the date, forget things. And so what I would do, either a card, like a tent card, but I would just get a whiteboard so I could erase it every day and slap a new date on there. And I would just have it there to remind my signer of the date. Because once they get to signing and dating to their like 15th page, they forget. Right. Okay. So it's a reminder there, or whatever you want to remind your signer of, you can write it on there with the whiteboard and the marker. All right. Let's see. Good question. I'll get to that in just a second, Harvita. Great question, though. Very great question. Safety and professional enhancement. So I believe this is a good time for me to pause for a second for questions. And so, yes, I'll go ahead and take a peek here at your question, Harvita. I hope I'm saying your name right. Harvita, I'm so sorry. Okay, so it says that printer is huge, so is that something we could put in the car? Yes, you can put this in the trunk of your car. But you can. It just depends on how busy you think you're going to be as a signing agent, all right, and how mobile you want to be, all right. Now, like I said, you could go the route and do a single tray, but like I said, if you're going to put your mobile your mobile printer in your car, then it will take some more time to do 2 sizes of papers. And so those of you that are new, and when you're a signing agent and you're going out on loan signings, they will send you a packet of pages, anywhere from 30 pages to 150, hopefully not more than 200, although it happens. And you're going to have different size papers. So you're going to have letter size, you're going to have legal size. And so it is a little bit of a hassle to organize those papers if you have just one tray. But yes, many people do put that big printer in their trunk, but they set it up to where it's organized and it's easy and it doesn't shift around, which I'll show some of that to you in a little bit as well. Thank you, Raquela. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Costco has good business cards too, and cheap. Ooh, okay. And I just got a Costco membership, so I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. Thank you for that tip. Yes. Can you mention the digital card? Give me some clarification, Sheila. Which digital card are you referring to? All right. Digital card, are you talking about a digital business card or the digital tap Google card? let me know what clarify on that while I keep going here. All right, so let's talk about safety and professional enhancements while you are a mobile notary. So personal safety is very important. Um, Always trust your gut. Always do things like research the address before you go to the appointment. Make sure the customer is vetted and they, most importantly, have paid you, especially if this is an appointment where they have booked you instead of a title company or a signing service booked you. Okay, that is another uh, safety procedure I would say is put in place, not just because I want to get paid before I come, but it requires them to give me more information about them before I go to the appointment. Okay. So if at least if you have a deposit where they have to put that information online, I've got that information. So first thing on personal safety would be a pepper spray, or any little hand items, things you can carry in your side bag or purse or whatever it is you're carrying. Those usually run like $10. All right. Travel organization. And so I'm sorry, before we go, personal safety, a few other things that are free that you can use. Obviously, all of you probably know about, the how you can track your family on the app. So what I would usually do is I would connect with my person of my family or friend, and anytime I have appointments, they're just shared with my calendar, and there's just an understanding of a text of a word. If I text a word, that means they need to, call me and check up on me. Those are just some other methods of safety. Never had to use that, but it's there just in case. Let's see, travel organization, trunk organizer. I'm going to show that to you. That is going to help as well when you are putting things like a printer and a scanner back there, if you choose to do that. But a trunk organizer runs about $12 to $13. And then you'll want to get a power inverter, maximum efficiency. This is only if you're a signing agent and putting a printer and scanner in your car. You don't really need this for scanner. Any little plug-in device for power will work, but you will need something larger to power your printer. And so this is only required for signing agents that want to have their printers with them during their mobile appointments to get an inverter, a power inverter. And I'll show that to you as well in just a minute. A professional image is 3 branded polo shirts, guys. This is got to put this in the budget. Why is this budget friendly? You don't have to buy clothes to wear to these signings and appointments. If you get good 3 branded polo shirts and change them out with khakis, slacks, business skirt, all right, business dress, whatever you want. And again, you're still on brand representing your company. So you can find some good places to not print, but create the logo, the embroidered logo on your polo shirt. 3 of them at least, maybe 3 different colors or the same color. And so you just change those out. Okay, so that saves you from having to buy more clothes as you go out on your signings. And then health and hygiene, you'll want to get hand sanitizer, disposable gloves. This is mostly when you are dealing with your clients that may have immune deficiencies. You're meeting with clients in hospitals. You're respecting them by not bringing in so many germs, all right? So bring hand sanitizer, bring gloves, bring things to show that you care, okay? I think on the list is the next one. If not, I'll speak on it. But it's the shoe footies is another one that I have, but I think it might be on my next slide here. But you definitely want gloves to respect those that have immune deficiencies, that may be sick. Because if you're a mobile notary and you're truly mobile, you are getting appointments from all over. You're getting appointments at the hospital. You're getting appointments from nursing facilities. You're getting appointments at hospice. You're getting appointments from retirement centers. And if you're not, you need to boost up your marketing so that you can be getting appointments from these establishments. Here we go. This is the one. I almost forgot I put this in here. I'm sorry, guys. I promise y'all, I got y'all on here. Let's do accessibility tools, servicing all clients. All right. Keep all your clients in mind, all of them. magnifying glass, not one of those huge ones, just a small one. Okay, this helps clients read small print on documents, cost about $7. Elderly people, people that are legally blind, some of that means they can maybe see a little bit. They've just got really bad sight. Even if they got glasses, the fine print is pretty small. Many people enjoy me having a magnifying glass and they can look at some of the things and read it better. Okay. Signature guide. All right, and I'll show that to you in a minute. So basically, it's a little card. It's like the size of a credit card, and it's got an opening in it, and you put it on top of where the person signs to help guide them in their signature. Again, for elderly people, people with limited dexterity, mobile issues, their hands shake a lot when it's time to sign. These things help them stay where they need to sign. Okay, so I'll show that to you in just a second. It's called a signature guide. Okay, shoe covers. This show respect when entering clients' home, about $6.99, $7. Again, you need to, I think you should respect everyone. And there are some people and cultures and everything where they don't allow shoes in their home. And so when you come in, rather than coming in barefoot, come in with your shoes off, which put the shoe covers on, or they'll allow shoe covers on your shoes. It's just that they don't want the outside walking in their house. All right. So respect those wishes by getting shoe covers. Budget breakdown. So the total cost of the things I mentioned today in this session would be about $429.12. I got a little too technical. So professionally, a professional kit under $500. Again, this would be even lower if you're not focusing on loan signing, right? You may want to put more of that budget into your brand, more polos, marketing materials, getting some other things to share and market with businesses you stop at or people's homes that you've left and you wanted to leave them something to remember you by. Okay, that might be where you want to put your marketing budget if you're not using it on printers and scanners. Safety and professional items came to about $140. Organizational tools, about $50. Core equipment, $225. See how much you'd save if you weren't doing printer and scanner. Smart shopping tips, next steps. So shop used for those scanners and printers. Like I said before, Facebook Marketplace, offer up deals. Use what you have. Use what you have. You don't have to buy everything brand new. You don't have to have everything brand new. Repurpose items from home before you buy new. All right. I'm a former teacher. I didn't need to go buy pens. I didn't need to go buy sticky notes. I didn't need to go buy journals. I didn't need to go buy clipboards. I didn't need to buy any of that office stuff because as a former educator, I already had all that stuff a lot. And most of us already have that. If you're at a corporate job or an office job, you already have some of that stuff. Repurpose that, reuse it for your notary business. Okay. Prioritize essentials. Start with the must-haves and then add convenience items. Okay. If you want to see more of the convenience items and other things to make your journey more pleasurable, I should say, more convenient, then you can head over to my other video that just says what's in my notary bag. And that gives more details of other things you could possibly get as you grow in your notary business journey. Okay. Last one, track your return on investment. Each item should help increase earnings or efficiency. I talked about this a lot in the notary business plan class and our foundations class. If you don't have a budget, get a budget. You need to know where your money is going. Then you need to know how that item you purchase is going to earn you money so that you can evaluate your business plan in 3 months and say, I'm wasting $500 a month on this. Let me remove that and put it somewhere else. This is the beauty of having a plan, having a budget. Each item should increase your earnings or efficiency. Okay, efficiency is big as well. All right, before I head over to the actual items, let's take some last minute questions. last minute questions. What's one thing, tell me, what's one thing you bought for your notary kit that turned out to be a waste? Is there anyone in here that has started their kit and they bought it and it was a total waste? Total waste. And also, if you're enjoying this video and it's helping you out, give it a like and share it right now with another notary friend who's just getting started. So let's all win together. Let's see. Face masks. Yes, that'd be good to have in your kit as well, for sure, especially going to hospitals and those that, with compromised immune systems. Let's see. You're thinking about getting shirts to wear because it's getting warm in Cali. Absolutely. Oh, because you've been wearing suits to your appointments. That's a great thing to mention. It is getting hot, but you still want to be professional. So you may want to get some nice polos. Do you use or recommend a UV light to check IDs and cash? I don't use it for cash. I do all of the other checks to check for ID, but you can definitely use a UV light if you choose to. I don't really deal much with cash. Most of my clients, or all of my clients, prepay on my website. Even like if I'm working with a title company, they are paying on my link or invoicing. So I honestly rarely touch cash anyway. Does anyone have suggestions on pins for those with dexterity and fine motor issues? Pin recommendations. I'll get back to you, Patrice, after this in comment. But if someone has something right away, put it in the chat. But Patrice, I will get that to you after we go live here today. Plastic fingertips are very good as well. Oh, are you saying plastic fingertips was a wasteful item, Harvetta, or it is good to have? I wouldn't recommend a scanner if you're focusing on Ron. At least not right away. Amber, do we have to buy a fingerprint ink pad? Yes, if you're in California or if your state requires that every notarization from a client requires a thumbprint or a fingerprint. California is one of those states, but many states don't require that. You need to check your state laws in your handbook. For branded shirts, I order online. I don't have a personal place in Dallas. I order online at, let me think about the name because it's not coming to the top of my head. If you're in my community, you guys know, put it in the chat. Help me remember the name. It's called Queensboro. Queensboro is the name of the website where I order all my embroidered branded shirts. You can also make them yourself on Canva, or you can make them yourself on on-demand print websites. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen to show you guys where to find all the resources that I have for you if you want to use some of these same items. So when you go into either my website or my link in bio, wherever you're tuned in today, you're going to come to a page that looks like this. All right, it's my main page where I am just showing you some of the highlight things of what I offer. You're going to scroll down all the way to where it says Notary Resource Vault. Notary Resource Vault. It's self-explanatory. It's got all the things that you need as a resource that I offer. You're going to click right here where it says Notary Supply List Amazon. It's going to take you here to my Amazon storefront. Right here. All right. Oh, you guys couldn't see it. Let me go back. Let me go back. All right. Here. All right. So let's go back up and start over so you guys can see that from the top. When you go to my link in bio, you're going to come here to my main page. And again, just scroll down to where it says Notary Resource Vault. You're going to click the arrow and it's going to show you the vault. You're going to click here where it says Notary Supply List Amazon. Then it should take you to the Amazon store. All right, my picture will be there, and it is listed by notary business items, books that inspire me, different notary stamps that I recommend, remote online notary things, and then other things. Oh, here's printers and scanners here. Okay, so if we go into notary business list here, you'll see some of the things that I talked about. And so I just want to show some of those so you'll see what it looks like. Here is the signature guide, okay? It's the size of a credit card. It's the size of a credit card, and that space in the middle is an opening to the paper. So the person is only able to sign in that space, okay? Very, very great for those who have shaky hands or our elderly clients, okay? Highly recommend you get it. It says it's $9 right now. Magnifying glass, these are the small ones, not a big one, just a small one, okay? Here are the shoe footies or the shoe covers. Here is the power inverter, okay? And here are the different types of printers, all right? So here's what a dual trade printer. I've actually gotten all of the ones listed here, all right? I purchased for myself. I purchased for the different offices that I have. I purchased them for other notaries that I mentor and students that need it in my community. So I've purchased these on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Deal Breaker, things like that. Okay. So dual tray looks like this. Single tray looks like this. Here is the trunk organizer that I was talking about. All right. You see how you can put it in your trunk, and it's got different category spaces for different things that you'll need while you're on your appointments. Okay, let's keep going. This is one that isn't listed, but it is a steering wheel tray. It's a bit pricey, but it's here if you need it. So if you need to write on something like a desk in your car, it goes right on the steering wheel. I do have this as well. But I got it as my business started to grow. It wasn't something that I got right away. All right, but it is something that you can consider. Here it is larger here. Okay. Front seat organizer, if you don't want to put it in the trunk, different options for the power inverter. And so that is it on the list here, just other things that you might need in your notary business. These aren't things that I went over today. However, they're useful, office supplies, things like that. So when you click on it and you want to go and view, you can. We've got like the pepper spray here. We've got the sticky tags, the colorful folders or the clear ones. So we got quite a few things here that are useful and helpful. All right, so let's finish out off today with any last minute questions, lingering questions that can help you. For those of you that are joining me, I'm on YouTube. Sorry, I'm going live in both places. So those of you that are here, I explained before, if you wanted to see this whole presentation, catch me on YouTube. All right. Okay, title company, is it like, okay, so when I say a title company, so the question is they want to know what I'm referring to when I say a title company. A title company is a company that works with the lenders to send out loan signings to notaries or signing agents. And that's the title company, or where you find the escrow officers or the escrow agents. Okay. They handle the titles of real estate and amongst other things. Okay. What screen were you needing to see again, Olga? How many stamps do I recommend? I recommend at least 2, regular size and a mini, because there are some pages and documents with little bitty space for notarization. And so your mini stamp can come in handy for that. Also, you want to, you need to, because you also need a backup. Every now and then, everything fails or breaks or something happens. Instead of being out of commission and not able to continue on your notary work, when one stamp breaks and you've got to wait the 2 to 3 weeks for another one to come in, you already have a backup to keep using while you order the next one. Okay. I'm just starting out as a new notary, just waiting on my stamp. What advice would you give me to start? My advice is always to print out your notary handbook laws and study it every single day, because you need to know all about the laws and what you can do in your state. Regardless of if you even took a class to get your commission, that's not enough. I promise you, you need to get the handbook and read over it and study it. That's the first advice I would do. The second piece of advice is to confirm on what services you want to offer, and then educate yourself more on that. Okay. And don't try to do all the things in the beginning. Pick one or two. Become the expert at that. Become an expert at marketing. Become an expert at networking. Then naturally, you'll be able to increase your service list. It's a natural progression. The next apostle training, I don't have it on the books right now. Right now, I'm really busy on preparing to be a speaker at the National Notary Association and at my own conference in Dallas in September. I will be teaching and doing things at the conference in September as well. So the next apostle training is definitely not going to come up until after those two big events are done. But I do have the loan signing boot camp class coming up on June 21st if you're interested in that. Let's see. I will be live tonight at 5 p.m. for members in our mentorship community. We'll be going over Canva training for a professional guidebook to give to your potential clients. So yes, I will be live tonight. It won't be on YouTube though. You have to be in our Signature Success community. Let's see. All right, last couple of questions. You guys got some really good questions. I really am enjoying your engagement. Thank you so much. If you are in the replay crew, for those of you, even though you're live, but we've got some that'll be joining the replay, write the word or type the word replay crew in the comments. Replay crew. So I can come back and engage with you after this has finished processing. Okay. What suggestions can I give for someone who can only do notary work on weekends? Suggestions. So the first thing is, how are people going to find you? You need to figure that out. All right. Number one is you should have a Google business profile, and all of your website, your social media business pages, your Google business page should indicate your availability. All right. Then you need to market to the services that are requested the most only on the weekends. And so loan signing is one, apostle work is one, basically everything, because people work 9 to 5s too, and they may not need a notary until after work or on the weekend. So it's the same thing. Your hours are just limited. If they call you on a Wednesday, hey, I need an apostle, no problem. Can we meet on Saturday? Simple as that. Or you ask to meet them after work. Or like I'm talking about at the NNA conference, you have a network, a collaboration, a committee that you work with. And when I can't take an appointment, I send it to my partner. And when she can't take an appointment, she sends it to me. And we have an understanding. Okay. I never let go of any client. If I cannot do the appointment, they're still going to go through my website and book with me, and I will send another notary on my behalf every single time. I'm never giving away an appointment for free. You know what I mean? If anything, another notary is going to take it. I'm going to pay them, right? But the client is still mine because they found me through my marketing efforts. I'll be there. Great, Nita. I can't wait to meet you. Excelente, excelente. All right, the summit, a little bit about the Empower Notary Conference. It's a 2-day event here in Dallas, Texas. Last year, we did have a lot of attendees from, I think, 15 states. So don't think if you're not in Dallas, this isn't for you. You are going to be with people from all over the United States. It is a 2-day event. You are going to have me. I'm going to have Gene Snyder, business to business and automation. We're going to have Sharon Brown talk about CRM, teach you how to do that. We've got Melanie Patterson coming to teach you how to be to get government contracts for notaries. We've got Jacqueline coming in from the National Notary Association to give you updates on Ron and the new things to know about Ron. But also we've got Melissa Battle coming for legalese. We've got Kristen Gonzalez coming in again for remote online notarization. Jasmine Cox, we got a lot. Jasmine Cox is coming in and she's specifically teaching marketing. And then for all of you in an attorney state, we've got Tanika Nesbitt coming to teach you how to thrive as a signing agent and notary in an attorney state. All right. She's a thriving business owner, notary business coach, and she's here to coach you. Day 2 is called Implementation Day. You will be split into small groups according to your preference, and all of us experts will be working in small groups to help you implement the strategies that we've taught you in day 1. In a nutshell, that's what our conference is about. So if you're interested in that, go to the website or let me know in the chat. The website is empowernotary, EMPOWERTX.com. Empowernotarytx.com. Yes, Muriel Tanika is in Georgia, so she'll be here. She's an expert on that. This is for all notaries, new and experienced. So yeah, you need to get there. Every year it's sold out. Please don't wait to the last minute. Please don't wait to the last minute. We have payment plans. We have 3 different ticket options. There's a lot of things that you can do to put it on your budget. And the best part is it's a tax write-off, guys. It's a tax write-off. Just like everything you buy for your business is a tax write-off. Any education you do, any conferences you do, all of it is a tax write-off. You just need to mark it as, or label it as, a business expense. It is a business expense. I promise you, it is 100%. You can ask any tax professional. All right. Do I recommend doing work as a witness to help gain experience? Absolutely, 100%. Absolutely. I bring in lots of witnesses. Jasmine brings in a lot of witnesses. A lot of our members bring in a lot of witnesses to come. Basically, on the job training, right? You're getting paid to train and watch us do what we do, but you're also serving as a witness. Is there a Chicago chapter? Yes, there is. Yes, we have a Chicago chapter. I can't mention where I'm going to be next in the chapter because it's a surprise. I have to share it with my community members first before with you guys. But I am traveling to every single one of our chapters. And so Houston is this weekend, and then I'll be going to the next one. I'll tell you guys later. All right, guys, thank you for coming in on the live today. I hope that this was valuable. I hope it gave you some insight into some of the things that you need and how to get things on a budget, budget-friendly things. And so you can know that you don't have to start with brand new $1,500 budget, $2,000 budget, because there's going to be plenty of time where you're going to need to buy other things. Okay, start with the basics. Start with the basics. The conference is September 20th and 21st of this year. Okay, September 20 to 21. All right, friends, I'm going to let you guys get out of here, and I'll see you at the next one. If you have any questions, put them in chat because this chat continues to roll, or you can email me. My email is amber@notarytraininghub.com. It's actually listed right here on the actual screen here where you can contact me. All right, I'll let you guys go. Get out of here and have a great rest of your day. Bye.